conditional statements. What is it? Conditional statement. What are the conditional statements we have? First one is if, and the second one is if else, and the third one is if else if, and the fourth one is nested if. Already we saw this thing in JavaScript. Just I will give you small introduction. But okay, what is the syntax of? The syntax of the first one. First one syntax. If loop, and the if I am going to write condition. If the condition is true, then what it will do? It will execute the statements. Those are in the if loop. Okay. If I am writing the condition, if the condition is true, second syntax. Now we are going to see the second syntax. Second one syntax. If the condition is true, then what it will do? It will execute the statements. Those are in the if. If the condition is false, then it will execute the statements. Those are in the else part. That is if else. And the third one is if else if. Third one is if else if. First I will write the syntax. If the condition is true, I am writing condition 1. If the first condition is true, then it will execute the statements. Those are in the if loop. Okay. If the condition is false, if the condition 1 is false, again it is going to check the second condition, condition 2. Statement 2. Okay. If the condition 2 is also false, then it is going to check the third condition, 3. Okay, like that we can write number of conditions like that. If all conditions are false, then it is going to print the content. It is going to print the statements. Those are in the else part. That is if else if. Okay. And the fourth one is nested if. Nested if means if inside the if is called nested if. Condition 1. If the condition 1 is true, then it will execute the statement. Those are in the if. How do we know that thing? Here how you have in the condition 1. If the condition 1 is true, then it will enter into the if loop. Inside the if, what is the content you have? Again you have one more if. Again you have one more if condition. I am giving, just I am writing some statement. If you want to execute the statement, if you want to execute the statement at there, the condition 1 and the condition 2 must be true. Then only we can execute the statement. then only it will execute the statement. That is the nested if. What is that? That is the nested if. Okay, I am going to delete this thing. Now we will see a small program on this thing. Okay, wait. Okay. Open PHP and close PHP. Inside the PHP I am writing a small program on if condition $a. I am taking $a is equal to some 68 and $b is equal to some 57, and now I want to calculate which is the biggest one. If $a is greater than $b, what is the meaning? $a is bigger, am I right? That's why here I am writing $a is greater than $b. Is the condition true? If the condition is true, what is the meaning at here? $a is big, that's why I am writing echo $a. Now save it. I am going to save it with some big.php. Save. In this thing I am writing, go back, okay, refresh, click. What is showing? 68, which is the biggest one? Here 68 is the biggest one. Here I am, instead of 57, if I am writing some 87, here is the condition true? $a is not big, condition is false, that's why it will not print anything. Is it printing anything? No. Now I am writing else part also. Checking if is over. Now we are going to use second syntax, else part. I am writing $b. That's it. It's very easy. If $a is greater than $b, if $a is greater than $b, then it is going to print echo $a. If the condition is false, what it will do? It will execute the statement. Those are in the else part. Save it and refresh. Now it is going to print biggest value 87. First I will print echo $a comma $b. Now what is the output we will get? Error. Why? Because we used 2 commas. Save it and refresh. Yes. Now you are getting. Here I will use some break also, and in the double quotations, okay, I am going to print in the double quotations I am writing $a comma $b. Save it and refresh. Yes. Here I am going to give some break also, and I am writing the biggest number is. I am going to keep it in the biggest number is. Okay. Again I am going to print the biggest number is. Save it and refresh the page. Now what is the biggest number at here? 87 is the biggest number, that's why it is printing 87. This is the small example on else if else. Okay. Next one we will see a small example on nested if. Now I am going to write what I am now. I am going to write first. What I am doing is open PHP. Okay. first, now what I want to do is $a is equal to, still now we are writing like this, $a is equal to 10 and $b is equal to 20. Still now we wrote like this. Now what I want is, I want to get the data from the user. Directly we cannot get the data from the user. Through the forms only we can get the data from the user through the forms. That's why first we will see how to get the data from the form. After that we will see the remaining things. Okay. First we will see how to get the data from the form. Now what I am going to do is, first I will create a small HTML form. Control A, delete. I am writing small HTML. Open the HTML. Inside the HTML, head part, head. Okay. After that, what is the content we have? We need body also. HTML head body. Okay. In that body, I am going to take a small form. In that form, I am going to take a text, first name. Okay. I am writing first value, first, first value. After that, input space, type is equal to text, and name is some x. I am going to use value only. I am going to use the name is value. That is the first one, and the second one is second value. I am writing input space, type is equal to text, and name is, I am giving value 2, or I am giving s value, second value. I will give some break also. After this, I am going to take a small submit button, input space, type is equal to submit, and name of the submit button is I am writing send. You can give anything. Okay. When you click on the submit button, where it will go? When you click on submit button, where it will go? Now I am writing a small PHP code. Now open PHP. After that, in that PHP, I want to get the data which is in the text box. Okay. Now save it. Here, what are the things we need? I am giving the action and method. I am giving post. Save it. When you are sending, where you are sending the data? I am sending the data to the same page. I am sending the data to the same page. Okay, first I am creating a variable $a is equal to value. Is it possible to store? Okay, first we will see that one. $a is equal to, I am giving value. Is it correct? It's not correct. It is going to print an error also. Check it. Yes, it is printing an error in line number 14. Directly you cannot get that thing. When you will get that one? When you click on the button, then only we have to get the content. That's why here you have to write is set of is set of dollar underscore post of send, dollar underscore post of send. Okay. Dollar underscore post of send. What is the meaning of this thing? If it is true, then it will return. If you have any content in the isSet function, then it will return true. Otherwise, it will return false. When it will true? When isSet function will true? When you click on the button, then it is true. When you click on the button, then it is going to be true. Okay. Now what I am writing? If the condition is true, what I am writing? If it is true, then it will execute the statement. If it is true, then it is going to execute the statement. Here what is the method I used? By using post method. If you write post, here also you have to write the post only. Okay. Here I am using capital letters post. Save it. Now by using which method we are getting the data? We are getting the data by using the post method. Now I am creating A is equal to, how to get the data? By using dollar underscore post of, here I am going to use name. What is the name at here? Here the name is value, that's why here represent value. After that, dollar $b is equal to dollar underscore post of s value. Now is it correct? Here value and s value is the strings, that's why you have to keep it in the double quotations. Okay. Here s, in the s value s is not capital. Okay. Now we are getting the data. Save it and refresh the page. Okay, you are not getting any error. Next, what it will do? Then it will check which is the biggest one. If dollar $a is greater than dollar $b, if dollar $a is greater than dollar $b, then it is going to print echo the biggest value is dollar $a. Else I am writing in the echo, I am writing the biggest value is dollar $b. Okay. Save it and refresh the page. Okay, in the first file I am giving some 6 and submit. So what is displaying? The biggest value is 67. Okay, after submitting the data, it is not showing the values at here. Here I am giving some 98, some 65. After submitting the data, it is going to here, it is going to display 98 is the biggest one. Yes, but here it is not showing the values. If you want to see that values, how to get the value? Already you know, by using the value. In the value you are writing this whole content. Am I right? Yes. In the value you are writing the content. Okay. When you have to get the value, when you have to get this value, what is the value you have to get? You have to get the value when you click on the submit also. After click on submit button also, you have to get the value. Am I right? That's why when you click on the submit button, is set of dollar underscore post of send. Okay, when it is true, it will true. When it will true, when you click on the page, then it is true. Okay. When you click on submit button, then it is going to be true. In the if function, what is the thing I am going to write is, I am going to print echo dollar value. What I am printing? $A. That's it. Here I am going to use single quotations. Okay. Now you will not get any error. Why? Because in the double quotations you don't use double quotations. That's why here also I am using single quotations only. Better to use single quotations. Instead of value also I am using single quotations. Save it. Okay. Refresh the page, continue. What is showing if we say post alt underscore post of sent? Why it is printing like this? Why? Because it is PHP code. When you are writing any PHP code, how to write? You have to write that thing in the PHP. Okay. If you don't convert into PHP, how it will work? If you use PHP. First open PHP and close PHP. It is PHP code. That's why you have to write in the PHP. That's why you have to write in the PHP. Save it and refresh the page. Continue. Okay, why it is showing in BR break notice? It is giving some notice. Okay. Next, in the second value also I am going to write same content, but I am going to use in the value this control V. Instead of writing A, I am writing B. Save it and refresh the page, continue. Here also you will get that thing. Now I am writing here two, and here also I am going to write eight. Click on submit button. It is showing 8. Here it is displaying some notice. Undefined variable A $A. Why it is showing undefined variable? Why? Because when you click on the button, it is going to show. Okay. Now first I am going to use this HTML and PHP 7. Now here we are using PHP 7. In PHP 7 it is going to display undefined variable B in B HDocs line number 21. It is showing in line number 21. In 21 I am using @ symbol and I am this @ symbol. Refresh. Line number 11. It is showing just notice. When you click on the button, then only it will set. Okay. Now what I am doing, I am going to write this HTML form after the PHP code. Okay, Control X, Control V. Now save it and refresh the page. Now you are not getting any error. Why you are not getting error now? Why? Because first it is going to execute the statements line by line. When it is executing the statements line by line, first it is getting a PHP code. First it is getting a PHP code before click on the button only. That's why it is going to display the content like this. When you use HTML code after the PHP, now you are not getting the error. Now I am going to use some 87, some 897. Click. The biggest value is 897. Okay. If you want to print the biggest value 897 after the submit button, you have to write this whole PHP code. You have to write this PHP code. Write this PHP code after the submit button. Okay, I am writing Control V. It is a PHP code, am I right? That's why you have to keep it in PHP. Next, when it have to execute this function, when you click on the button, after clicking on the button, that's why if is set of $_ post of $_ post of send. In that is set function, I am writing this whole content. Delete. Save it and refresh the page. Now I am writing the biggest value is 1897 after the content, after the submit button. Okay, that's it. And this is getting data from the form. We will see some more programs. Now we are going to see one more example on the if.